Hello future doctors. I am Mr. Ujjal Kanti Roy, biology faculty, medical mentor, founder and director of the Engineers Gurukul. Students, today I am going to start up with the first chapter of class 11, that is the living world, which do carry some weightage but not that much. But as I have already told you in the previous video, that our mission is to get 350 out of 360 in NEET examination. So we have to consider each topic to be very, very important. So let us start with the first topic, that is the living world. Students, so the topic is the living world. What this topic talks about? The topic talks about what do you mean by living? And really, what do you mean by living? Means we will talk about some characteristics of being living. Say for example, if I consider this marker as to be living, then what the marker should carry as characteristics to call itself as a living one. The first one is the marker should show some metabolism. So the term I am using is metabolism. Mind you, this term metabolism is very, very important in biology. Metabolism means the sum of all the chemical reactions taking place in the body is called metabolism. But we can clarify metabolism by two ways. We can classify into two. Metabolism can be anabolism and catabolism. What is the meaning of anabolism? In Hindi, anabolism. Ana, mere paas ana. So something like constructive. Anabolism. So what is anabolism or anabolism? It is constructive activity taking place in body. Or any type of constructive activity is called anabolism. And the best example of this constructive activity is photosynthesis in environment. What is photosynthesis? We know that 6 molecules of carbon dioxide is going to bind with 12 molecules of water in presence of light, and chlorophyll is going to give rise to C6H12O6 plus 6 molecules of oxygen gets liberated out and water. So what has been formed? Glucose has been formed. And mind you, we know that the carbon dioxide has been fixed into glucose. The carbon dioxide of the atmosphere has been changed into glucose. So over here in carbon dioxide, carbon and oxygen is present, and over here one hydrogen along with CmO is being introduced, and addition of hydrogen we know is called reduction. So this is the reduction process taking place, and this particular water is being oxidized to liberate out oxygen. So this is also an example of redox reaction, and we know over there. Now see, over here a good thing, that is a glucose which is called as the respiratory fuel of life. The glucose which is called as the respiratory fuel of life is being produced. So it's a constructive activity. All the living organisms will depend directly or indirectly on glucose only. When an animal is going to feed on this particular plant, a herbivore is going to feed on a particular plant, is going to store this particular glucose in what form? Students, we know that they store it in the form of glycogen, and they store it in the form of glycogen in two parts of the body. One is liver and the one is muscles. And whenever they require energy, what they are going to do? They are going to go for catabolism. And what is catabolism? The best example of catabolism is respiration. So what the animal is going to do, or what the plant is going to do to survive, to get energy, is going to break down this particular glucose molecule in presence of oxygen. It's going to break down this glucose molecule in presence of oxygen into 6 molecules of carbon dioxide plus 6 molecules of water, along with what? 686 kilocalorie of energy is going to get liberated, which corresponds to 38 ATP molecules. That means on complete oxidation of 1 molecule of glucose, 38 ATP molecule is the outcome. That means it's a catabolic process, it's a breakdown process, a destructive process. So these two together, anabolism and catabolism together, we consider it as a metabolism. And this metabolism, what we call it as the sum of all the reactions taking place in our body, is metabolism. So I considered if I consider the marker is living or non-living, if the marker shows metabolism, then it is living. If it is not showing it, it's a non-living one. This is the first point of being living. The second character of being living is growth. Is growth. And what this growth term talks about? What do you mean by growth? The second characteristic is growth. So when we talk about growth, that means we are talking about irreversible change in the increase in the number of cells and also in the mass of cells. Now growth, can we call it as a defining property of being living? Yes, we call metabolism as a defining property of being living because there is no exceptions. But what about growth? In growth, as because it's nothing but the increase in number and increase in mass of cells, the growth can be of two different types. Students, one is external growth and one is internal growth. External growth is the growth which is outside it. So there is a heap of sand and again I'm adding up new sand over the top of it. So it's going to increase. Or a mountain shows external growth. Mountain is a non-living one. Heap of sand is a non-living one. So this is external growth. So we don't consider this external growth as a defining property of being living, but yes, we do internal growth. It is something like inside out. Like think about a container which is flexible, and this container is having say 4 number of cells. Each cell is a full grown size of a cell, and this particular container is flexible. But the moment this cell is going to divide into 8 cells, the container size also increases. That means this container is the body which contains a number of cells, and if the number of cells increases, the body size also increases. This is inside out, and this is called internal growth. Yes, internal growth is a defining property of being living, not the growth. Because when we talk about growth, there is external growth also. So students, the second characteristic is growth. The third characteristic of being living is respond to stimuli or consciousness. So when we talk about consciousness or when we talk about respond to stimulus or stimuli, the stimuli can be physical, chemical or biological. The stimuli can be physical, chemical or biological. So if a living organism is going to respond to any such stimuli, then the living organism is definitely going to be called as living. Fine. So it is also the main characteristics of being living, and definitely, it's a defining property of being living is consciousness. If I touch this marker, it's not going to respond to me. So marker is non-living. Students, I'm going to come up with the next video. Very soon I'm going to come up with the next video. If you like this video, please like, comment and share. And also subscribe. And also press the bell icon to get further notifications. If you got any query, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.